Hi, this is going to be the third video, and the third video is going to cover two things. There's going to be the quadratic formula, and then some more graphing. Okay, now the quadratic formula, you may remember from the past, or if you don't, that's fine, is this, and I'll tell you what this means. So that is the quadratic formula, and what this do is this gives the x, which are the solutions to y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so let's start with an example, just to make sure we understand. We'll do a couple of examples really quickly. So I want to solve x squared minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. So I need to identify a, b, and c. So x squared, it's going to be plus negative 5x plus 4. That's my c. My b is minus 5. And my a, really, remember there's a hidden 1 there, and so my a is 1. So I look for my equation. I get x equals minus 5 plus or minus b squared. Again, b is 5. Or, I'm sorry, b is minus 5. Minus 4. A is 1 times c, 4. All over 2 times 1. Okay, so that's going to give me 5 minus plus or minus square root 25 minus 16 over 2. That's going to be 5 plus or minus 25 minus 16 is 9. Square root of 2 equals 5 plus or minus 3 over 2. So that's what my x's are. So the x that goes with letting this be plus, I'm going to call it x plus, is equal to 5 plus 3 over 2, which is 4. My other x is going to be 5 minus 3, the negative 1, divided by 2, which is 2 over 2, which is 1. So that's how this works. Now, let me give you a different example, but in a minute, but just actually let me just show you something here, just so we can see it on the graph. That would mean that if we want to graph y equal x squared minus 5x plus 4, we would know that it crossed the axis here. Now, we'll come back to this. So we know the graph goes up because a is equal to 1, which is greater than 0, so the graph goes up. So our graph would look something like this. Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, but let me do another quadratic example. In fact, why don't you do this one? I'm going to pose it, and then I'm going to ask you to hit pause. And let's do one that's a little bit more complicated. Okay. So, equal to 0. Okay. So we look at this, we're going to use x equal plus or minus, minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And here we have a is 2, b is 4, and then c is 20. So we just have to plug and play. So minus 4. Oh, you know what? I'm going to ask you to hit pause and come back in a second after I do this. That's what we were supposed to do here. So this is my example. I'm going to ask you to do that. Hit pause and do it and come back. Okay. So I'm going to pretend you hit pause. We waited. Now you're coming back to do this. So this is what we're trying to solve. And this is what we need to plug into. And so I identified A, B, and C. So I'm going to just plug in now. I've got minus 4. I'm going to have 4 squared minus 4. A is 2. C is 20. And that's going to be over 2 times A. So 2 times 2 minus 4 plus or minus 16. This is 8 times 20, which is going to be 160, all over 4. And you go, hopefully you're going to go, wait a minute, because 16 minus 160 is negative. You do the math and you get this as 144 over 4. But again, this can't happen. Remember, negative square roots does not exist. So when that happens, there's no solution. So an important thing to add to this equation is that if the square root is negative, that is b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, there's no solution. Okay, that's all. So that's basically what you need to know. So what we're going to do is do 2 graphing examples. Maybe we'll do 3. We'll do this one here. We'll do the x squared minus 5x plus 4 since we did some of the work, and we'll do another one. Okay.